Have you I'm not sure if you've heard, there's a website called opensourcepsychology.org. I'm not sure if you've seen
No.
that. It's basically it's like this kind of basically 3D. It's like a 3D printing workshop where they teach you how to like basically build tractors and like farming equipment with a 3D printer and with machine shop and like on the way cheaper. Basically, like in case if civilization ends or if the internet ends and you've got this resource, you can build and you can fix all your farm equipment without actually having to rely on German engineering or something else, and they've got like open source plans. But yeah, I'm not sure if you've heard of them or if there's anyone that does that similar sort of thing here in Australia when they do workshops and stuff.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I hear similar things, but I just don't know anyone personally. I've got a few mates that are right into that. They're doing 3D printing and they're using things like hempcrete and aircrete and they're combining hempcrete and aircrete and they're doing a lot of things like that. I think it's a really good way forward for something that makes things affordable and efficient. And but at the end of the day, I'd still rather build something with my hands out of mud. And that's just me though, like I really think that earth ships are a great idea, which is where you're building from just junk, tires and all that. But at the end of the day, I don't want to live in something like rubber tires. I want to live in something that's natural, comes from the earth. But I still think it's a great idea. So I also think 3D printing things is an amazing idea, especially if it's for, automotive parts.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah. So you can be self-sufficient in your own little bloody environment without having to.
Yeah.
And that sort of stuff's going to be more important in the coming times.
Yeah, I've got this idea that that's what people used to do. You know how there's been a lot of other civilizations and the technology and everything is like hidden somewhere from us, the Illuminati and whoever else has got that. But I reckon that that's what they've done in other times is they've had that ability. I mean, they show it all the time in movies and what's that show? Rick and Morty and Futurama and those kinds of shows. They'll just have like this laser gun thing that they just go, bzz, they beam something and it just creates something for them, either a portal or a car or something. It just makes it. And I'm just thinking they haven't just made that up out of thin air. I mean, that's come from somewhere. That's something that we've been able to do and can do now, but is hidden from us. I think 3D printing is just, a vestige of that. And I really think that that's highly possible and what's happened a lot before.
Yeah, well, like when you got buildings that were allegedly built 100 years ago that go 6 to 10 stories underneath the road, you start to wonder what's going on. And they got windows underneath the ground for some reason. But it's like we could probably do because I heard your talk with Campbell from Autodidactic. It was interesting. That was a good show. But I love I'm just obsessed with the whole Tartarian and the mud flood story, and it's like it just doesn't make sense. Everywhere you look in history, it's just like even anything in this reality, really. Like you look at science, you look at medicine, you look at like the world politics, and you look at everything, and it's just all a facade, But
it's all lies.
Yeah.